And welcome back to the marketplace and to the exchange. With Christmas just around the corner, many Ghanaians are preparing to open their wallets for gifts, food, and festive celebrations. But what factors are shaping consumer spending this season? Joining me on Zoom for our Tuesday exchange is Atumaika, Chief Executive of Maverick Research Ghana, to get insights on spending trends, what's influencing decisions, and what businesses can expect in the lead up to the holidays. Good afternoon to you. And so let's begin with what the key trends you're seeing are in consumer spending in Ghana this year as you approach the holiday season. You're muted.
Thanks, Errol. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you. The key trends that we're seeing this Christmas is actually much more buoyant for the consumer sector. We're seeing a return to growth. If we look at food as a category and as a segment, we see volume growth in that segment. We see the same for home and personal care, albeit mixed, even with price increases versus last year. Non-alcoholic beverages actually is a bit, has been mixed the first 3 quarters of this year, but obviously going into the festive season, we expect to have a significant uptake in growth, which is usually the uptime for both, for the total beverage categories. But for Christmas spending trends, we see the Ghanaian consumer coming back versus last year versus the past 24 months. And so we're quite optimistic about this Christmas and spending within this festive period.
Just wondering what factors such as inflation, employment, or promotions are likely to influence how Ghanaians spend during this season?
So Ghanaians have consistently said they're looking for price relief, right? So on the back of the cedi appreciation against the most foreign currency, and also the stability, the overall general stability and improvement in the inflationary environment, what Ghanaian consumers are looking for is price relief. And I'm using the word price relief, intentionally. Right, so price relief for consumers can come in two ways. Either you give them more value for the same amount of money, or you reduce prices as they have it, right? And so that is what Ghanaian consumers are looking for. And we can see, even with recent work that we've done, that brands that have extended relief, either through direct price reduction or an enhanced offering in the market at the same price, have seen growth in their volume sales.
Are there particular sectors or industries you expect to see the biggest boost in sales this Christmas?
So typically, food and beverages definitely have their uptick during this period. Home and personal care, this is not usually the boom season for them, right? And that doesn't mean that people are not taking showers and brushing their teeth, but food and beverages, that's the season for it.
And how does this year's spending outlook compare to previous festive seasons, and what might be driving any differences?
So what we've seen this year is that even over the past 24 months, we've seen volume growth with any price increase, right? So even sectors that were not essential sectors that were essential were being highly elastic, right? So any price increases, you see people cutting back. I think we've seen a return to a stable, more disposable income, which now you can see, even with price increases, consumers are going back and still buying, premium products or absorbing the cost without cutting back on the volume purchases, in that sense. And once again, I think, if we're talking in terms of consumer categories, beverages and food are definitely in vogue during this period.
And based on your research, what should businesses be doing now to attract consumers and make the most of the holiday spending surge?
Ghanaians, we are looking for price relief. give us enhanced value. We've suffered from, obviously suffered from the inflationary trends to date. And we are ready, as the data is saying, we are ready to reward brands and manufacturers that offer price relief in that sense.
Thank you so much, Atumaika. Appreciate your time with us here on the Marketplace. Hope to speak with you another time, and enjoy the rest of the day.